The dramatic aftermath of Saturday's WWE main event left fans, insiders, and superstars alike stunned. What was expected to be a high-stakes title defense between two of WWE's top stars, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, turned into a chaotic spectacle that not only overshadowed the match itself, but also set the stage for a new chapter in Owens' career. Though Rhodes successfully retained his undisputed WWE Championship after a hard-fought battle, the real story began after the bell rang. Owens, clearly frustrated by months of personal and professional turmoil, unleashed a brutal post-match attack on Rhodes that left the champion motionless in the ring. What followed was a shocking backstage confrontation between Owens and WWE's chief content officer, Triple H, fueling speculation about Owens' future and his status within WWE. The match and aftermath. Cody Rhodes entered Saturday's main event not only as the reigning champion, but also as the embodiment of the American dream. His hard-fought win over Kevin Owens served as a testament to his journey and the ideals of perseverance that have defined his career. The match itself was an exhilarating back-and-forth contest that highlighted both competitors' incredible abilities. Rhodes, using his trademark crossroads finisher, secured the victory in a match that had fans on the edge of their seats. However, instead of the usual moment of celebration that follows a hard-earned title defense, the arena was left in stunned silence as Owens, full of pent-up frustration, attacked Rhodes in the most vicious of manners. In an act of shocking violence, Owens executed a devastating piledriver on Cody, a move once banned for its inherent danger, leaving the champion motionless in the ring. The arena went silent as medical staff rushed to check on Rhodes, but Owens, seemingly determined to make a statement, had already made his exit. The aftermath of the match wasn't just a simple post-match brawl, it was an explosive moment that signaled a drastic shift in Owens' character and career. Owens, once considered an underdog and fan favorite, had gone to a dark place, and his attack on Cody was a declaration of his willingness to sacrifice anything, even his integrity, to take control of his narrative. A deeper look into Owens' frustrations. To understand why Owens resorted to such extreme measures, it's crucial to examine the frustrations that have been building up over the course of his WWE career. For months, Owens has been in a battle not just for championships, but for respect. Despite his consistent efforts, Owens often found himself overlooked in favor of stars with more established legacies or those connected to WWE's corporate structure. His rivalry with Cody Rhodes, who carries the weight of his father's legacy, further exacerbated Owens' feeling of being stuck in the shadows. Owens' frustration had been building for some time. His career has been filled with obstacles and setbacks, despite his undeniable talent. The pressure to prove himself, to be seen as more than just the anti-hero or the underdog, had clearly reached a boiling point. Losing to Cody, someone who not only had the championship but also carried a prestigious legacy, was the final straw for Owens. The piledriver, which he knew would be controversial and dangerous, was not just an act of anger, it was Owens' attempt to regain control over his career and remind the WWE Universe that he wasn't to be ignored. For Owens, it wasn't just about the championship anymore, it was about his identity. The piledriver was his attempt to tear down the image of himself as the underdog and instead embrace a more ruthless, aggressive persona. In Owens' mind, the company had overlooked him for too long, and it was time for him to take matters into his own hands. Triple H confronts Owens. The consequences of Owens' actions didn't stay contained to the ring. Backstage, WWE's chief content officer, Triple H, confronted Owens about his actions. As a veteran of the industry and someone who had long played the role of the antagonist to further his own career, Triple H's response to Owens' brutality was intriguing. As the one responsible for maintaining order in WWE, Triple H needed to address Owens' behavior, which represented a direct violation of company conduct. Reports indicate that the confrontation between the two was intense, with Owens showing no remorse for his actions. Owens reportedly told Triple H that he was tired of being overlooked and that it was time for the world to take him seriously. Triple H, however, reminded Owens that WWE is a company built on respect, and there are consequences for actions that jeopardize the safety of its superstars. The irony in this confrontation, however, is not lost on many fans. Triple H himself had built much of his own legacy through controversial, rule-bending tactics. His association with D-Generation X, notorious for pushing the boundaries of decency, made him a polarizing figure in the past. Some fans questioned whether Triple H's decision to confront Owens was truly about maintaining order or if it was about protecting his own vision of WWE's future. The legacy of the Rhodes-Owens rivalry. This rivalry, which had been simmering for months, has evolved from a mere contest for the undisputed WWE Championship into something far more personal. For Cody Rhodes, this was not just about defending his title, it was about defending the legacy of his father, Dusty Rhodes. Cody's journey in WWE has been about breaking free from his father's shadow and proving he is deserving of the Rhodes name. For Owens, however, the rivalry was about erasing the doubts that have long followed him. His career has often been defined by the narrative of an underdog who was never quite good enough to reach the top. The feud with Cody was an opportunity for Owens to finally establish himself as a top-tier talent in WWE, but the loss to Cody was a devastating blow to his ego. Owens' actions after the match were not just a personal vendetta, they were a desperate attempt to silence the doubts that had plagued him for years. Fan reactions. Villain or victim? The WWE Universe has been left divided in the wake of Owens' actions. Some fans have reacted angrily, condemning Owens for his actions, viewing him as a villain who had crossed a line. For many, the piledriver on Cody Rhodes was an unforgivable act of aggression that goes beyond the bounds of sportsmanship. On the other hand, there are fans who sympathize with Owens. They see him as a man who has been overlooked and undervalued for too long, someone who had finally snapped under the weight of expectations. For these fans, Owens' actions may be extreme, but they are an understandable response to years of frustration. Owens, once the beloved underdog, is now embracing the darker aspects of his character, willing to do whatever it takes to take control of his future. This split in fan reactions is a testament to the brilliance of WWE's storytelling. The company has managed to create a character arc that forces fans to question the nature of Owens' actions. Are they justified? Or are they the actions of a man who has lost his way? The road ahead for Owens. The aftermath of Owens' actions will unfold in the coming weeks. Owens is scheduled to compete in a gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw, where he will face 3 of WWE's toughest competitors. The match will be as much about redemption as it is about punishment. A victory in the gauntlet could allow Owens to regain some credibility and possibly restore some of the respect he lost after his attack on Cody. However, a loss could mark the end of his career in WWE, as the consequences of his recent actions could be dire. A defining moment Saturday night marked a turning point in Kevin Owens' career. His brutal attack on Cody Rhodes was extreme, but it also served as a defining moment in his journey. Owens has shed his image as the underdog and is now embracing a more ruthless, self-serving persona. Whether this marks the beginning of a new chapter for Owens, one where he rises to the top, or the start of his downfall, remains to be seen. However, what is undeniable is that Owens has made a lasting impression on the WWE Universe. The future of Owens is now uncertain, but one thing is clear. The WWE Universe will be watching closely as Owens navigates the consequences of his actions. Whether he will find redemption or suffer the consequences of his ruthless behavior remains to be seen, but this moment has undoubtedly set the stage for a thrilling next chapter in Owens' career.